And today we are here with Puli. We have AMA today. And do you want to know what is Puli? The future of meme tokens is finally here. And we will all get to know more about the project by end of today's AMA. Let's start the event. I'd like to introduce today's guests, Mr. Lightspeed and G-Man from Pulley team. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Charon and CryptoNite friends, we're happy to be here.
Hey, G-Man.
Hey guys, thanks so much for having us on. We really appreciate that. And we're looking forward to tonight's session where we can reveal more about our project.
Thanks.
Our community is really waiting for you guys. It's really great to see you here. So how are you doing?
We're doing pretty good. It's been pretty exciting times for us on the token. And yeah, it's really nice to meet you. Thank you for having us here.
Let's start the event then.
Yeah, we're doing great. We're really excited. We're doing great, and we can't wait to tell you guys more about what we're doing. Thank you.
Yes. So first of all, I would like to ask, can you please give a brief introduction about you and your team members and your experience in crypto?
Yeah, sure. Well, first, thank you for having me. I just wanted to say that we are doing a lot of AMAs right now, pretty much every day through our NFT mint that's coming up. But just as a quick introduction to me, I'm a retired U.S. Air Force officer. I spent 27 years in the military. And then after retiring in 2015, I became a program manager working on a variety of software and hardware programs in IT managed services, as well as satellite communications. I have a doctorate in organizational leadership, and I'm also a project management professional, certified project management professional, along with a variety of IT certifications. So one of my last roles introduced me to crypto 3 years ago, and I made the leap into DeFi a year ago with my first trade on a decentralized exchange, where I got to see where the proving grounds were for all these tokens, how they're born and where they come to life before they even get to the centralized exchanges. And it opened up a whole new world to me. And that's actually where I started to actually do very well. I've supported a variety of tokens in my time as a listings manager, working with the tokens to help them get listed on a variety of sites. And now here I am as the CEO of Pulley, helping take this team to greater levels. Over to you, G-Man.
Yeah, so I've been marketing online for 23 years. Over those years, I've grossed millions of dollars online in the natural health industry and the internet marketing industry as well. Started in cryptocurrency in 2016, fell in love with the blockchain and the technology. And, you know, I've been trading behind the scenes for a very long time now. I was actually a holder of this project, one of the top holders. I didn't like what I was seeing and I was frustrated, so I stepped up. And here we are, and I'm bringing all my skills and resources to the table. And we, you know, when I onboarded, we were at $200,000 market cap, Mr. Lightspeed and I, and now we are where we are, sitting at around 10 million, fully diluted, and we're only just getting started. I've barely even started with what I can do, so it's very exciting.
Awesome, yeah, great to hear about that. So I'd like to ask, what is Pulley and what is the story behind building your project, and what is the end of the goal for Pulley?
Well, first off, it's been an amazing ride. Pulley initially started with a hook into the meme concept of being the very first Pulley Inu meme token on the scene on 15 January 2022. Much has changed since that time. It's been a whirlwind experience in that time. We have since gotten past the critical 2-month point that the majority of Binance Smart Chain tokens fail. By that point, we are thriving and vibrant community. But within the very first week, we had already established our staking pool. And I think that was one of our most smartest decisions because it helped our community hold stable floors along our journey as we continue to climb the chart. And also within the first 2 weeks, our first game, Pulley Runner, was released on PC. This gave a lot of early energy to the community because it provided an opportunity for leaderboards and for our community to earn prizes. We have since released that game, and I'll get into it very shortly. But by that time, I had already established my company, Lightspeed Crypto Services, LLC, which is registered in the state of Delaware. And of that note, by the way, I was still a community member, and the original team having challenges meeting the craze that was rapidly building up behind the token and the volatility in the market. I stepped up as the CEO along with G-Man. G-Man stepped in as the CMO. We then started a major rebranding effort. We dropped the UNU from the name. The community had voted, and they had already pretty much done that anyway, but just calling it Pulley, which is a Hungarian dog, a crazy dog, a messy dog, a very energetic and happy dog. But that's going to be now the character of our games and the character of who we are. Like Tony the Tiger on a cereal box, Pulley is the hero of the brand. But we did rebrand. We now have a professional logo that represents who we are. We then did a campaign to get listed on SafeMoon Swap and Wallet, and we delivered on that process. And we're now putting our project on numerous places. For example, we have 3 checks lined up, and our game is released on Android and iOS. So we're very proud of that. Your question also has a part about the end goals. And I don't like to describe Pulley in terms of end goals because we don't plan to end, obviously. But if you were to look at it in the senses of exchanges, then obviously listing on the elite centralized exchanges such as crypto.com and Binance would be nice. But first, we're going to get on a variety of tier 2 and tier 1 level exchanges before we get to the elite top. But first, we'll continue to iterate and improve as we grow. And even if it means we become a large enterprise, we're going to be ready for that. We do plan to be listed on a minimum of 9 centralized exchanges by the end of this year. And if I was to describe another end goal, I'd say that our vision would be to be one of the most well-respected game studios in the play to win and play to earn gaming sphere. Did I miss anything, G-Man?
No, I mean, I don't have an end goal. When I do something, I just aim to be the best, and I aim for this to be the best BSC token, and then merge to the ETH side and rival Shiba. I'm not here to play small. I'm proven in the business world, online business world. I'm here to make big business, and I've got 110% confidence that we'll make this a big project. Like I say, we haven't even started with 1/1000th of my marketing capacity. So we're this is the infancy stage. We're only on phase 2 of the roadmap, with a lot of work, smart work ahead of us. But we will get there because the team that we've got now and restructured is exceptional. We've all got exceptional skill sets, and that's the key. As obviously, along with that is the community. We're engaging the community now. The community are fantastic. We're like a family. So we got a lot of power already behind us. So, the community and the team binding together, there's no stronger force on this planet than human willpower. And that's what we have. And we're binding together. And you guys are going to start seeing that more and more because we're going to be literally everywhere.
Yeah, it's really great to hear a story behind Pulley and its name. And you're also getting on top tier 1 exchanges. That's awesome. Really, it's good for community and everyone. Easy tradable. So my next question is, why would people choose Pulley instead of other similar projects?
I would say, first, there aren't a lot of very similar projects. So in this sphere, it's very easy to stand out from the crowd. But we're early and we're proven. We've already proven we can deliver on our promises. For example, our first game is already released on Android and iOS. And I think it's a remarkable achievement for a tiny project as us when we started, that we already have a legitimate company, that we were able to pass Apple's scrutiny on bringing a game that's tied to the crypto world is very difficult, very, very difficult. On Android, not as difficult, but you then have to face a bazillion devices for compatibility. So each one has its unique challenges. And I'm just very proud of our development team for what they have done. They have taken on our challenges and have succeeded. So that is really one of the main reasons why you want to choose us over everyone. Even at 10 million market cap, that is very, very low for us. Still very low price. In fact, if you want to really take advantage of where we are right now, I'd tell you to go make accounts on xt.com, which is going to be first, or Bitrue or Bitmart. So if you have accounts on any of those 3 sites, you'll be able to get in on the trading as soon as possible before other people have an opportunity to pounce on it. So having an account on any of those sites is definitely advantageous over the next 8 weeks. We are planning to be on these centralized exchanges very shortly, within I would say a couple weeks maximum after the NFT mint. Would you like to expand on anything, G-Man?
Yeah, I would. Yeah. So as Lightspeed said, we got that game approved on iOS and Google Play. We're already now 50% into development on Pulley Astro, which is a step above Pulley Runner Mobile in terms of features, gameplay, and graphics. And what we're doing with this game is really exciting. It's actually quite mind-blowing. And we now know what to do and what not to do to get approved on the Apple Store. Like Lightspeed said, Google Play is a lot easier. It's not as strict, but to merge in NFTs with a mobile game and play to earn sector to get that approved on Apple is a lot more challenging. But now we know exactly what to do. So as soon as this game is fully developed, which won't take long, I actually released a teaser today on our Twitter account for this game. We'll be straight on Apple and straight on Google Play, and we'll be marketing this mobile game as well. So we know we're advancing at rapid speeds now.
Yeah, it's very exciting. So Pulley Runner is our Pathfinder game. The community had extensive input on its development. We have a whale group. If you have 325,000 tokens, the whale group gets a very early look and provides feedback and play testing of our games and provide creative direction as well. And then eventually we'll get to public beta releases where the rest of the public can, if they're token holders, they can get in and play and provide feedback. So that's why we're very proud of the game, is that its direction has been guided in a lot of ways by the community. And Pulley Runner will continue to be our Pathfinder as we try to incorporate our technologies in unique ways on mobile. Pulley Runner will more likely be the first one we're going to try it with. And then we will incorporate it into more complex endeavors.
Great to hear that. Can you please tell us more about Pulley token and what are the benefits of holding Pulley token?
Yeah, the token does have a lot of benefits, and that's part of what we wanted to do. Is we wanted to provide incentives and unique privileges to those who hold the token, as well as our NFTs. For example, the token provides a host of benefits, and for example, I would say that as you have higher token levels, that you'll get additional prize rewards. And the NFTs are like prize multipliers and unlocks to additional levels of access. The token itself drives a lot of very extremely aggressive marketing strategy that we have. We have a very, very high focus on marketing. Our development is also very aggressive with the games. And then the rest of the tokenomics, which is 10% buy, 10% sell, is to ensure we have stable liquidity. Of note, there's also a 0% transfer fee. So if you do need to move the token to another exchange, or if you need to transfer the token to another wallet like a Ledger or a Trezor, cold storage, you can do that with no problems. And we're not going to charge anyone additional fees to move the tokens, just something I don't believe in doing. We also have multiple streams of revenue. For example, Google has asked me to KYC now. I think that's a very big step. I don't know how many tokens are going to be able to claim here shortly that you've been KYC'd on Google. I think that's a big deal. I'm already KYC'd on Apple. And the main reason why is we're going to have ad revenue, advertisement revenue from the ads in these games are going to be converted from the fiat payments I get to crypto. Now, I am going to consult with the professionals to ensure I do this correctly, but eventually this money will flow back to the holders in the forms of buybacks, and these buybacks can then be used to fund the staking pool or liquidity on the various centralized exchanges. We'll have merchandisers, and even our team is available for consultation or game development for other tokens. They don't have the development team that can do this for them. We are available to do this. And that's another revenue stream that can come back to our holders. So very exciting times as we move forward to increase value for everyone holding the token.
Pulley has great plans ahead. Yes. So what are the strategies you're using for marketing and community engagement?
Oh, well, we got definitely numerous streams of approaches that we're doing with our community engagement. When our marketing is even a part of our community building strategy. And I'll use an example. One of our community leads in Turkey presented a list of influencers that they felt were verifiable, legitimate in their host language. And they developed a modest budget. And when we were able to afford it, we execute on that plan, and they were able to grow their Telegram channel from about 25 individuals to, I think they're almost over 400. I have to go look, but they're growing. And I'm just very proud of that initiative of combining marketing with community growth and building, because what you want with marketing is to hook the potential buyer and get them into the location where they can be converted to token holders. In this case, our Telegram channel is a fantastic place. For example, our Turkish friends, where they then would describe the token in their native language and convert them into buyers. And as a result, you now have a community. So it's a win-win situation. So that's really one large way we do community engagement. We are now doing a major campaign with India. We finished an AMA earlier today. This is actually our second AMA today. So we've been focusing on with India and doing the Shiba comparison of where we stand compared to them at this stage of our market cap, because I know of how those communities relate to various tokens. Some become a bit of a cultural icon, and we want to become that and allow these various cultures to then become viral in their own right, self-sustaining communities that we then support. Anything you want to add on that, Jamie?
Just a little bit. I mean, if you've covered it, it's a good analogy, very good analogy. But I mean, marketing. People think marketing is getting some Twitter tweets or some Telegram influencers. It's not. It's about building a brand, and that's what we're doing. We're building a brand now. So every day is marketing. You know, me coming on video and talking about our next Catalyst event is part of marketing. Like, you can't just say, what are you doing for marketing? Like, our brand is marketing in itself. The fact that we've got a mobile game on iOS is another segment of marketing, because obviously we can push traffic to the mobile game and bring players into our ecosystem. Like, everything we're doing overall is marketing, and then it all ties together in one strategic way. So, you know, that Pulley is a brand, is marketing, and we're building it up in a way that it's going to start marketing itself by the things that we're doing. And you have to really understand marketing to understand what I'm saying here, but you'll start seeing this like in real case. If you come into our Telegram and start following along and watching how I work, you'll see exactly what I'm doing, and you'll start to understand.
Yeah, we're very transparent with our marketing approaches, and it's layers
That's
upon
great. Yeah. Pulley token has more than 7,000 plus holders on the BSC chain. I have seen that. It's really good to know. And how long does it take to develop a project? What plans do you have for the future, and what can we expect from Pulley in the future?
Well, it depends on the project. We're always going to have one game published, right? We're going to continue to iterate on that game. We will always have a game in development phase. So Pulley Astro is another concept. And there will always be games in the conceptual stage. Some will never make it to development, but we'll always work on those three areas at all times. So, and we'll mature our processes internally as we grow. So published, development, conceptual stages are all important. Some from beginning to end can take a couple months. So taking Pulley Runner from its PC version into Android and iOS took us a couple months to do properly. We could rush it to a month, no problems. And it may be possible to shorten our cycle times as we continue to grow as a team. But a conservative cycle is 2 months for one from beginning to release. I think Pulley Astro actually might be able to make it quicker than Pulley Runner now that we have learned how to do a few things. So experience is our benefit now in this way. We also have well, I'd like to consider more premium type of games, and these are going to take much longer to do. For example, we have a multiplayer RPG game called Pulley Degens, and we're really happy about this game. It's based on pixel art style of gameplay. I think people are going to have fun, and another opportunity to introduce NFTs into it. But this one is going to have story writers and front end and back end blockchain developers and a variety of graphic artists in order to ensure that we have a good play environment with replayability. And so this one would probably take more like 6 months to do. It had its alpha before our token even launched. We had merged with a fantastic community that was very crazy about their game that they were in development. It was in alpha, and we discussed it, and we found a way to actually merge the two communities together. So because they brought with them a fantastic development team to merge with our operational and marketing prowess. So we're very happy about that. So if I were to look into the future, which is the last part of your question, I would say that I would definitely think we'll be able to stand up against the top ranked projects that you see out there in the space, in the play to earn environment, which includes getting into the metaverse concept as well. We have a very interesting metaverse idea that we would like to do. I don't think we want to reveal that concept right now, because the last thing you want is someone to steal your idea and try to get out there first, and we become in a race. But we've looked around. We think we have an interesting way to create our own little metaverse and grow it and make it become large. So that's neat. And of course, we'll probably want to find ways to integrate into other metaverse projects as well, because partnerships, joint ventures, working together in many cases is another way to win in this space. We're not always having to be in competition with each other. We can also find ways to work together. So I don't know if you have anything more you want to talk about, G-Man, on Pulley's future, but there's still a lot more in store for us.
There's too much more for an EMA, but I will add some more. Yeah. So the vision, the Pulley vision is very clear on the utility side. I mean, this is, going to become a Steam-like launch pad for the crypto sphere. There's no ifs or buts about it. I mean, that's the direction that it's heading in. Yes, we're going to have our own series of utility, our own series of games, our play to earn games. But we're also going to be able to launch other people's play to earn games and feature those games as well, because of our marketing experience, because of our business acumen, and because we clearly know what we're doing. For example, I already have people on my DM reaching out to me, asking me, how do I partner with you guys? How do I get on your launchpad? Because if you start following us and following me and watching the way we work, we're already standing out on the BSC chain because we're doing things very differently. And I'll give you another example. Over the next few weeks, I've got a script that I'm writing for a video shoot, a professional video shoot using green screens and drones. This will actually come onto the main website. So as we're funneling in traffic to our main website, instead of you just seeing a website like every other token, you're actually going to see me coming on a premium video and directing our visitors in a strategic way in our communities and introducing the brand with the face reveal in a professional way, which you don't really see other BSC tokens operating in this way. So things like this, that's a snippet, that's an example of how we can start separating ourselves from other types of tokens on this chain. So we're naturally going to start attracting, obviously, other tokens who want to be on our Pulley pad because they can clearly see, where this is going. I think your mics went off there, Lightspeed, your microphone.
Thanks for the great introduction. It's really good to know about that. Pulley has great partnerships, utilities, NFTs, and Pulley pad, of course, and moreover, in the future. Yeah. So now let's move on to the next part. We have several questions which were selected from Twitter. So are you ready to start?
Yeah, I found some pretty good questions. There were actually a lot of good questions to be made, so it was actually difficult to choose ones. But I picked 5. Okay. We can go through if you'd like.
Yeah, sure. So the first question by Akisai asks, who are the currently the partners that support Pulley? Also, who is the CEO of the project? Is the team anonymous?
So no, the team is not anonymous. None of the partners are anonymous. Everyone is known. In fact, I'm KYC'd on a half dozen places. If you go to our Telegram channel and type KYC, you can see where we're all KYC'd, and that's only a small part of the list. Besides myself, Mr. Lightspeed is the CEO. G-Man, my friend Johnny, he's the Chief Marketing Officer. He brings with him just a wide range of marketing experience. I just think is just absolutely powerful, and he's a great complement, by the way, as a teammate, because we see the problems from different points of views, and from that we're able to triangulate to a new position, a much more accurate position that allows us to attack and really go after business. So I think we're really fantastic partners for the way we look at problems and our unique points of view. And we also have Timothy and Misha as our co-CTOs, husband and wife team that I'm very proud of. You can see their photographs and small bio as well on our webpage, but everything is known about us. In fact, on our webpage, if you scroll further down, our development team and other members of our community, such as our YouTube professional and whatnot, they've all have put their faces out there to let everyone know that there's real people behind this project. We care about this project. We're very passionate about this project and want it to succeed.
That's great. Thank you for the answer. And second question by Anu Majum. About your NFTs, can you explain further about the utilities of these NFTs with your platform? Are they meant to be held as a simple collectibles, or will they have additional benefits? Also, will you have your own marketplace to sell and buy the Pulley NFTs?
Yes to all. The NFTs are just not meant to be a piece of art to look at. In the play to earn environment, that would be a kiss of death when you're trying to integrate NFTs with the game. So I was recently at the Blockchain 22 event in Miami. It was 2 days, and I got to see some of the most brilliant minds in crypto talk. And I asked what was the most important thing about NFTs in the play to earn environment. And the response was that, look at how kids play Fortnite or any of these other games. And why do they buy skins? What is the number one reason that they buy skins? And the number one reason that they buy skins is to flex. They want to be like, I'm this guy, I look awesome, I'm amazing, I'm impressive, I have this special attribute, you don't. And it makes games fun. It makes it an opportunity to kind of show off, have bragging rights. These are all the kind of things that are fun with integrating NFTs with the games. You can take the special attributes and the metadata NFTs and use it to enhance a game. I'll be theoretical. I'll give you an example. Like if you had a top hat, you could jump higher. If you had special shoes, you could run faster. So if you had the glasses, maybe you could see an obstacle further. So these kind of things can be done to enhance gameplay. And we think about that, and these are all possibilities for our games. And it's just the wide open possibilities for us. And yes, we are even going to have on our website an ability to go through and do the minting process for us as well. All this should be completed by tomorrow. We're very excited about this. Once we do our final integration tests, we'll launch our NFT launch. I'll even hand it over to you, G-Man, if you wanted to enhance anything on the marketplace part of the question.
Yeah, so as regards to the use case, we're giving the NFTs an instant use case with Pulley Run on mobile. So this will entitle the NFT holders to upgrade to one of the tiers. Now, we have announced the tiers already on our Telegram, but obviously we'll be announcing them again and making it clear and actually putting it on the website as well on the NFT page. So you'll be able to upgrade to one of 4 tiers, and the tiers will give you additional benefits, allowing you to earn more Pulley tokens from the game. So that's the biggest benefit. You can earn higher rewards. That's the instant use case. But what you got to remember is, because we're talking about games in the gaming industry here, is 99% of the games, if you do your research, guys, 99% of games do not get mass adoption. You know, you've got all of these different tokens, and even these gaming studios, they're all trying to be the next World of Warcraft. But the reality is 99% of games do not get mass adoption. So rather than trying to perfect your games, our approach is actually very straightforward, but it's different. And I believe it's going to be a lot more effective. We're going to just keep our games simple. We're going to complete them, but we're going to make them addictive in nature. And then we're just going to drive mass exposure to the games. So by doing that, we're continually progressing. we're driving our utility forward, and we are actually getting mass adoption by keeping it simple. So we're actually using a kind of reverse psychology process to do what other tokens cannot do, because they're too focused on trying to get mass adoption by making this game, which, if we're all honest with each other, they're too complicated to ever get finished.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, we could waste millions of dollars right now and never get adoption, or we can start with something that we can afford and be in immediate profits. And that's what you want to be. I think would be irresponsible of us as a team to waste our token holders' money that they're contributing. Those 10% and buy and 10% sell taxes are meant to drive growth and value for the token holder over the longer haul, and we have to be responsible. So that is a very critical component there that G-Man just brought up.
Yeah, and I mean, we're even starting to see this play out now, because we recently launched Pulley Runner Mobile on the iOS and on the Google Play, and we've got a conversation going in the community, and people's children are now starting to play the game, and we're seeing these screenshots, and these interesting conversations are building up, and we're using that to market as well. And 2 weeks ago, maybe even less than 2 weeks ago, we were on 2 million market cap, fully diluted. Now, I mean, I haven't checked the charts. I'm too busy on managing and growing the business right now. I think we're on around 10, 11 million or so. So, it's working because it's so simple, yet it's addictive in its nature. And that's part of the marketing process. The utility is your marketing if you do it right. The utility is so important. You've got to have a good utility to market. And we believe we have that. And we're going to keep expanding on that and improving that. And we keep marketing that. We keep marketing our products. So we've got something to actual market 24/7, 365 days a year.
Mm-hmm.
So now let's move on to our third question from Dylan. He asks, where can I buy your tokens right now? Will you have any other DeFi features like staking, yield farm, or NFT in the future?
Okay. Well, we already covered NFTs, but I'm going to go right to our partners. Anyone can buy on PancakeSwap, but what I really would like you to do is buy on RBX. RBX Exchange, if you go into our channel, you click buy or the /buy, you'll see links to a variety of places. We have two partners. You can buy on SafeMoon Swap and Wallet, if that is what you like. But RBX provides our staking platform. They have a fantastic tech support channel, which is why I went with them. I'm, full disclosure, been associated with the team for over a year. They are very close associates of mine, and I've come to trust them very much. And I know that the team is reliable, and they have been there through the test of time. They have a very strong community as well, very, very strong. And so they have been providing technical support. So people who want additional steps on how to properly stake and to do it right, they are there on Telegram to walk people through, which I think is very valuable. So that's why I encourage people to go to RBX. Their decentralized exchange is also fantastic. So while you're at their DEX to stake your tokens, you can look at their own way to swap, which is absolutely fantastic. It's very fast, does save on fees. They have custom hardware infrastructure, and it's all custom by the way of their code. It's not a fork, it's not a clone. Very, very unique, and there's a lot of heart and soul put into their project. So when it comes to where can we buy the tokens right now, I would point you to that. Then earlier I talked about the chexes. xt.com is first. So like I said, if you want to get early on that, that would be where I want to go, and then followed by Bitrue and then Bitmark. Then we'll have more likely have more game releases, and then we'll line up the next three centralized exchanges.
Thank you for your clear explanation. So fourth question from Tridev. Do you agree that the power of community will lead your project to grow globally? What services do you provide to the community?
I like this question because I'm one of those individuals who believes that it's all about the community. There's a strong social component to crypto that cannot be denied. Crypto brings people together around the world that you normally don't see. Communities talk about their tokens together in various platforms like we're doing right now. I've never experienced this in the traditional sense of stocks and bonds and whatnot, where people are excited about their investment like you see in crypto. I just think it's there's something remarkable about communities for that. And then the second part of this question was, what services do you provide to community? And I actually wanted to answer this in a very different way, is that I'm very familiar with corporate giving. And I do think that we have to find a way to give back to the community. And it doesn't necessarily mean straight to the Telegram community, but I'm talking a larger community. For example, we should be looking and partnering with other charitable projects and programs to do corporate giving. My early thoughts were to center it, that arm around Pulley as well, such as an animal sanctuaries and animal shelters. So that is one early thought of it. There could be other ways that we can go about contributing more to our community at large outside the crypto space for all the good that we're doing. So there's going to be a lot of that coming in the future as we establish. And then in terms of other services, like I mentioned, we're doing that already right now. Our partner, RBX, provides technical support in their channel for staking. So we do have services. We have our own tech support channel now, that if anyone has difficulty installing the game or has found a bug and wants to troubleshoot it with us to help us find a fix, we also have that service available for our team now. And so that means that I'm now having to expand on my staff. There's a lot of volunteers willing to help out there, and for those that are on the staff as well, they're, like I said, they're all doxed, and they all get a nice little reward every now and then for putting in extremely long hours for it. That comes with a lot of responsibilities, though, with it, and expectations. So one must choose carefully they want to come onto the staff. But yes, so that is a long answer to some of the services that we provide.
Yeah, that's very detailed information. Yeah, thank you. Fifth question from MD Sagar. He asks, Southeast Asia is very vibrant market and many projects developed over there. So what do you think about Southeast Asia? Do you have any plan to develop in there?
Yes, that whole area of the world is huge. We do plan to go globally. But when we look at the centralized exchanges that we pick, we do look at our demographic. We do look at what our strong communities are and what has the most return on our early investments for the token. That is why we've selected the 3 centralized exchanges that we're going on right now, because they do target a large, because the Southeast Asia, by the way, is extremely large. And it's very hard to find just one centralized exchange that can cover the whole region, because of its massive potential. So we have 3 that we have selected just to help us cover a large part of Southeast Asia. Some also have a more global reach than others. Some are more narrow in their reach. So that is why we're going to be using a diverse set of centralized exchanges to target regions specifically and also globally more generally.
Awesome. So thank you very much for sharing. And now get ready for the most emotional part of our AMA. That's live questions. It will be on Telegram and YouTube Live. Yeah. So
let me pull up my Telegram here.
Yeah. So please start the timer. from Telegram chat and YouTube live chat. And the floor is yours, Mr. Light and G-Man.
Right. I'll go through the Telegram questions. The first one was, without proper marketing and capital infusion, the project dies. How do you convince us that you have an adequate marketing power and capital to push the project to the top level project? Our NFT mint is going to bring us an additional $400,000 worth of marketing power immediately. But we already have a very strong and very budget conscious marketing strategy that had taken us already from $9,000 of daily volume to as high as $1 million of volume. And we did that on a budget much smaller than people can possibly think. It was very small budget. What we got planned next is going to be outrageous. And we're just excited. The NFT mint is going to be a key to that. And I'm just looking forward to it. The marketing power that G-Man has is really untapped. And if you want to expand on that, G-Man, you may. I know you had a couple opportunities earlier, but what he's capable of doing, if I give him the budget, goes a lot more.
Yeah, so we're actually our own internet marketing agency. So we have a team of pay-per-click marketing specialists who work with us on the internet marketing side. So, for example, my business partner, Mo Mia, and I have launched many different products over the years. And we also took a natural health company in New Zealand to literally zero to earning multiple $1 million a year with a combination of pay-per-click marketing and also forming an affiliate marketing program, and then recruiting affiliates through our pay-per-click advertising and then training those affiliates how to sell these products. So we did that very successfully, and that's now a very successful, well-established business based in New Zealand. So, you know, when it comes to marketing online, there's nothing we haven't done. We've done pay-per-click, we've done SEO, we've done videos, we've done blogging, we've done product launches, we've done webinars, we've done funnels. You know, you name it when it comes to online marketing, we've done it. And if we aren't on the face of it, then we were likely behind it. For example, we launched some of the biggest internet marketers of all time behind the scenes, people like Paul Ponner. My partner, Momia, personally launched Alex Becker back in his jvzoo.com days. As you know, Alex Becker is one of the most influential cryptocurrency people in the world right now, especially with NFTs. So, you know, that's just a snippet of the people that we've worked with. We've worked with people like Annex Signal, Chris Record, many big internet marketing experts. So, you know, when it comes to marketing online, we know exactly what to do. And this is why, you know, when I came on board, the first thing we started doing is creating these events, because we're in our infancy. And obviously when you're in your infancy, funds are lower. So you've got to start doing things more strategically. So that's what we did. We did the Safe Moon Initiative. We raised funds for that with a value-driven package. And then we did an angel investor program, and we raised the funds for that by giving value to those investors as well. And now we're obviously currently doing our NFT mints. We've given the NFTs instant value with a merge into our Pulley Runner mobile game. And we're just going to keep doing these continual events. You know, we call them catalysts in the crypto sphere, so that we've always got, you know, an event to market. But obviously, when we're on all of these centralized exchanges, then it gets to the point where you don't have to have these continual events, because your volume is going to be sustainable when you're all on the centralized exchanges. So the centralized exchanges are a massive and really important part of our roadmap, which we're obviously excited about.
Thank you. Please choose a second question.
Sure. The next question was, get the Zoom back up, please. 1 second. The next question was, rug and pools are very common nowadays, and people are scared to invest in new projects. How can you guarantee that investors' funds will remain safe? And I'm going to combine this with the next question. Do you have audit certificates? So the answer is to the third question is yes, we have audit certificates. Those certificates are on CoinScope audit, Enterfi audit, and we just completed our Certic audit, which was our most difficult audit to get through. We're very proud of this achievement. So that protects us from the sense of knowing where the vulnerabilities are with our Solidity code. But there are other vulnerabilities, such as centralization issues. I'll talk about centralization, for example, a single point of failure. So we have implemented multi-sig wallets. So any large strategic reserves are stored in multi-signature wallets. And right now our multi-sig wallets are 2 of 3. So it would take either me or G-Man or Timothy or Misha. They can only have one of those votes together. So it takes 2 of 3 to vote if that particular request for expenditure can be done. That also is a great safety check, because I'm sure at times people have made the mistake of maybe sending to a wrong wallet address or a typo, and it's very embarrassing. So these multi-sig wallets are a great safety check for us to ensure that we are properly paying the right people the right amount at the right time. We can even put in more advanced features at later times, such as time locks, where you can do it, but then there's a timer that's involved before you're allowed to unlock and do the functions. We have most recently taken the contract itself and placed it under our multi-sig wallet. So even contract functions have to be done via multi-signature process to further protect the community.
Thank you for explanation for second and third question. Yeah, please choose fourth question.
Yes, the next one was, who are the partners of Pulley? And the partners, we have a wide range of them. I mean, it's just numerous, and I'd like to list some of them. The ones that are most important to us are, and we really haven't gotten into one of them, which is RBX and RBX Samurai. So RBX Samurai is the marketing arm of RBX, and they are providing tremendous amount of outreach and shilling right now. If you could think of an army of 60 shillers just constantly pushing out content and graphics and videos for us, that's what RBX Samurai is. And so this is my opportunity to say hello to our friends and to recognize their contributions to what they're doing for us. For those who want to earn some crypto for being a good shiller or a graphics artist or a writer, they have various roles where you can join the RBX Samurai and make it an opportunity to earn a little crypto and do some things that you might find fun in the crypto space. Another partner is RBX. RBX provides our staking platform. They provide an opportunity to do swap. They have other interesting features that are great to look at. You can even add liquidity to Pulley token on their deck. So definitely check out RBX. And then SafeMoon is another great partner, big partner, because the only tokens listed on SafeMoon Swap, our wallet, are fully vetted tokens. In fact, not just KYC, they need to have a company, like my company, Lightspeed Crypto Services LLC. You need to have a complete business structure in place before you can list on SafeMoon Swap. So that is for the community who wants to ensure they're having a safer selection of tokens to choose from. That is a great partner. And as well as Bog Finance, we're listed on Bog Finance. We're listed on Delta. CoinMerge is another great partner that we haven't talked much about. They have done a lot of financial backing for us and support, introductions to big movers and shakers and important people in the crypto space to help us get to higher levels. And they have a unique platform that we are looking at further exploiting and making better for the Pulley community. We are whitelisted on 1inch. We are on Trust Wallet. You can find our logo and pricing information on Trust Wallet, Volcania, JoinCoin.io, and our circulation supply is verified. You will see our circulation supply on CoinGecko, Live CoinWatch, CoinDataFlow, CoinPaprika, Nomics, CoinRanking, CryptoRank, CoinCheckup, CoinCodex. So Blockspot.io, I can keep going on and on. CoinMarketCap and CoinLore, they're all reporting our circulation supplies, and that's just a remarkable achievement, one I'm very proud of.
It's really great to hear about all the information detail. G-Man, would you like to add up something?
Yeah, so I just want to touch on RBX as well. Like from my perspective, having over 2 decades of online marketing experience, I didn't have a previous relation with RBX, but they came on board with us, and they are fantastic. you know, the shilling team is extremely professional. We're not just talking about template-based shillers here. We're talking about people who actually put together fantastic images, fantastic videos, you know, going above and beyond on the shilling. And for example, if I get a YouTuber influencer, we've got to focus on India right now. We're going to do this country by country, but I've got a YouTube influencer coming out real soon, a big one. I'll be able to get the RBX team on this video. So they'll be able to link to this video using different keywords related to obviously cryptocurrency and our project, play to earn NFTs and so forth, to give this video more traction. They'll also be able to watch this video multiple times. So we can use this professional shilling team in great leverage ways to get more exposure for every move that I make as well. And they totally get this and understand this. And I don't need to educate them on this because they already understand the algorithms and have a good core education of online marketing. So to have a team like this with us on board as well, like people are underestimating the value. To have this team with us long term is huge because it creates massive leverage for all of the marketing efforts. And for the long term, as we keep doing this every day, it won't be long before things start snowballing in terms of social media exposure.
Awesome, great. So now let's move on to the fifth question for Telegram.
Yeah, we all know that market conditions have ups and downs. Very good projects have failed even after 3 months. Some projects are still not listed. I wonder if you can successfully complete the listing, and how will the project investor and how will you protect the investor from this market? So a couple things. Listings were our early initiatives on the project. There was a very, very bearish market at the time as we were trying to fight against it. So we were very conservative with marketing dollars. So we pursued a listing strategy to list on as many sites as possible. And I described it earlier, but we're listed just about everywhere we can find that tracks our market data. And I'm not talking voting sites, but I'm talking sites that like Nomics or Coin Paprika or Live Coin Watch that actually provide rankings. And so a lot of people don't realize that if you take the time to do the token circulation supply verifications, your rankings end up becoming much higher, and your ability to trend now is not just CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, which we are listed on, but my strategy has always been, if I were going to trend, I want to trend everywhere as far wide as possible. And so when we start doing these big pumps on the chart, or we're doing very well, it doesn't reflect in a couple places. You'll see it everywhere, and that helps our price traction very much. And so I see that that's one great way to protect the investor in this market. And we also save strategic reserves. There are times when in our whale chat, we will communicate directly with our whales. If we see that the market conditions are starting to turn bearish and the chart looks like it may be crabbing for a while, then we'll announce our strategy to very big holders so that they can understand it and even participate in our strategy building. So when we think we've hit the floor and we're ready for the next leg up, then we can coordinate our actions and unleash our marketing power to take it to the next high level. So everything is coordinated, and that includes our biggest holders.
Thank you. Thank you for the answer. Now let's go to YouTube live questions. I think G-Man will be handling this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so do you want me to read these ones out? Yeah.
Yes,
go ahead.
please.
No
NFTs
problem. So the first one is, when will the NFT mint take place? All right, so guys, we're hoping to have the NFT mint estimated time arrival over the next few days. All right, so the holdup is we're actually waiting, and the holdup is our CEO's fault, Mr. Lightspeed's fault, because he was adamant that he wanted to get the NFT contract audited. So the good thing about this is it just ensures peace of mind all around to have the contract audited. Obviously, a lot of projects raise millions and millions of dollars, and they make the fatal mistake of not getting an audit. So we don't want to be like that. We want to make sure that everything we do is KYC'd. You know, we want to make sure everybody's doxed on the team, and we also want to make sure all of our contracts are correctly audited. We've just passed a CertiK audit for the Pulley token contract. So we want to make sure that the NFT contract is safe and doesn't have any vulnerabilities. And if it does, we can quickly put them right. So that's the key thing for an audit. So that's what's causing the delay. Other than that, everything's pretty much ready to go. So we're looking at the next few days, and we'll have the NFT mint. Of course, that'll be announced, and we'll give you guys the dates in the times. But you don't want to miss out on this NFT mint, guys, because this is huge. It's a huge part of our ecosystem. I've mentioned that it's integrated with the games, but also by holding an NFT, it'll get you access to the Pulley pad. It'll also get you access to our referral system, where we can teach you guys in a private environment how to promote this token properly. Like how RBX are doing it, we can teach you guys how to do it in the right way that will get traction and results. And we'll reward you guys in Pulley tokens for bringing in new investors. So that's another initiative and another utility that's coming as well over the next few months. So yeah, guys, make sure you don't miss out the NFT mints, because they're a massive, massive benefit. And we're making sure that we're going to give more and more use case to the NFTs and also market the NFTs. So we market the project, the token, we market the NFTs, and we give the NFTs more and more use case. That creates demand and scarcity. Very important with the NFTs.
Even I would like to join Pulley fam by minting one of the NFTs.
Yeah, make sure you do, buddy. Don't miss out. Yeah, and they're really, and not just that. Even if there was no utility, they're absolutely stunning to look at. Like, they're really cool. They're awesome.
Yeah. So now let's move on to the second question.
So the second question is, why can't I see G-Man's face? I chose this one as a bit of a joke, guys, just to lighten up the mood. It's because I'm really tired, but here you go. You can see my hair's a bit messy. But if you come into our Telegram, I'm doing videos like every day. I'm doing a video, so I'm well revealed. But let's just put it back on because I'm very tired. It's late here in the UK. It's 12:30, and I like to be. I'm quite. I like the way I look, and when I don't look good, I get camera shy. So that's why. Anyway, the next question is, what is the refer program? So, like I just said, we're going to be making a referral program, which is quite unique to the sphere, using proven affiliate marketing principles. In the crypto sphere, we call it a referral model. So we will have that launching as well. So our holders will be able to take part in this, who have the NFT. Will be invited to a private mentorship program where we will train you on proven internet marketing principles so that you can promote the Pulley token and be proud of that, do it with pride and dignity, and also be rewarded in Pulley tokens for your efforts as well, for bringing in potential new investors. Okay, next question is for Mr. Lightspeed. Why are you such a legend, and why do you try so hard for us? Because 99% of other developers only care for themselves. That question's for you, Mr. Lightspeed.
I know I make being legendary look easy, and I don't know. It's hard to be awesome, I guess. No, I'm just kidding. It's about being surrounded by great people. I'm sorry. I'd like to think it's me, but I have a great partner in G-Man. I have great partners in Timothy and Misha. Our core staff. If you look at who they are, what they're doing, and this would put water in my eyes. It might be my allergies or something, but I'm very proud of what they do for me. I am very passionate about and caring individual. I can be firm at times, but I think I'm a fair and compassionate leader. And the staff means everything to me. They're the world to me. They have done so much for the team, and they've done so much for the community. I think it's really, if you look at all these specific individuals, I would say that our community can tell you specifically, what those individuals' contributions were. I mean, the list is pretty long, but our staff are just amazing. And like I said, they've all risen up from the community, from just being another person that was shilling their bags to rising up and making a name for themselves, and for that to get recognized. And that's what it's all about. I mean, obviously I want to be successful, but I want everybody to be along this ride. And so I try to involve the community in this story, that the path that I'm on with this is also their path, and we're going to walk it together. So I try my best to, as a CEO, I think it's my responsibility to tell the story of this token, and everyone has a big part in that story. So maybe we'll make it just a little chapter just for me, but that's way down the road. But I'm not thinking I'm going to make the cover of Fortune anytime soon, but but I appreciate it. And also I don't want this to be a cult of personality. Well, I appreciate it. at the end of the day, the community is just fantastic. They're crazy people. I love them to death, and that's really what it's all about. So I'm just gonna be me. I'm just gonna do my thing. And I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Great answer. So the next question.
Trying to embarrass me, G-Man. So.
No, it's funny that you say, because one of my conditions for onboarding was that Mr. Lightspeed stepped up and was the overall CEO, because I'm very particular with who I work with. If I'm going to bring in my time, and my time is everything to me, especially because I've got 5 young children. Time is the most important thing in our lives, guys. We cannot get time back. It's much more important than money as well. I'm very particular about who I work with, and I have to be comfortable with that person. I have to think I'm going to get on with that person, but I also have to, ultimately, we're running a business, think I'm going to get return on investment with that person. So I think I've chosen wisely with Mr. Lightspeed, because he's all-rounded, has a lot of experience in life and not just business, and that's very important. So next question is, how unique is your NFT with other NFTs, and what makes your NFTs different? So this is a great question. So our NFTs are immediately unique because we're giving them massive use case throughout our whole entire ecosystem. And I'll give you an example of this. For example, the Pulley pad. If you notice on a lot of launch pads, particularly on BSC, it's token based. So it's almost unfair, because the whales always get the biggest allocations, because it's based on who has the most amount of tokens. I don't want to mention any names, but there's a lot of popular launch pads on the BSC network. We know who the biggest ones are, and it's based on how many tokens you hold as to what allocation you get on that particular pre-sale. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to be different and give our NFTs a further use case. So when you mint an NFT, it's a random event based on what NFT you get. It's completely randomized. So the traits that you get on how rare your NFT is a random process. So we wanted to ensure that the people who hold an NFT can get allocations on our Steam-like launch pad for the Cryptosphere Pulley pad, but also the larger allocations will go to those who have the rarer traits on the NFT. So we wanted to do it like that, so that it's more fair and more random, rather than just the whales eating up all of the allocations. So for example, it might be somebody who just paid 0.06 Ethereum for an NFT, but he might be able to get some of the top allocations on Pulleypad because he just so happens to get rare traits through the randomized event at mint. So we wanted to make it more fairer that way. So there's a use case on the launchpad, but on every utility that we're rolling out, you'll have to, to get the best benefits, you'll need to hold the NFT. So we did that for a reason, to give that NFT a very strong use case throughout our entire ecosystem.
I think we are done with 5 questions. Am I right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much for your answers, Mr. Lightspeed and G-Man. Do you have anything more else to share with the community?
Oh no, I don't. We've pretty much covered it's been a long AMA, but we've covered a wide range of questions and provided some good answers. I just wanted to just say thank you for having me here. Thank you for having my partner G-Man get involved in some deep discussions with you guys. I encourage you all to check us out, do your own research, but definitely check us out and come on board. We have many Telegram channels from very many nationalities and languages available. So please come on board, buy some Pulley, buy lots of Pulley, and join on board and help us develop the next wave and play to earn games. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And it's really amazing AMA. You're really doing an interesting project. We are really honored to have you here today. And our CryptoNite Club members will be really enjoying this project fully, and your NFT and games and everything. And thank you. Best of luck. See you again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Have a great evening, fellas. Thank you.
Also, guys, do not forget to check Pulley website, Twitter, and their Telegram chat. We will be leaving all